Nabaji microfiber towels are the best solution for towels for compact traveling. Replace all your towels at home and when traveling with Decathlon's microfiber towels. Let's first get the obvious thing out of the way. Normal towels do have a superior experience. They feel better. They work better drying you up after having showered. And they soak up water in general just better. That's it. Ever gone for a swim and there was this one huge thing forcing you to take a decent backpack or even backpack with you? It's the towel that takes up all the space. When going swimming, when going to the lake, when doing laundry, there is pretty much no way you can fit in multiple shower towels into a washing machine. Also, ever considered how much washing these big towels actually costs you? Washing stuff isn't that expensive for sure, but it isn't cheap either. If you wash all your towels as a single household once a week, your 5-kilogram washing machine, if you own one, is pretty much done for the day. Your laundry rack, probably also pretty stacked in case you don't have or use a dryer. And then there is traveling, where again, what is the single item taking up most of your space without much use? It's a towel or towels. Considering you either voluntarily take one with you cause you are sleeping in hostels and there are no towels provided by your accommodation, or you are planning to go to the beach. Usually, no towels there. So, when it comes to towel bang for the bucks, traditional towels aren't a pretty big deal. Ashley Graham, towel expert. The question arises, is there something else out there? Maybe a overall better solution? Maybe something smaller? Maybe something with a worse towel experience? But sometimes you gotta take what you can get, cause otherwise you are stuck with backpacks full of towels. Would be pretty nice indeed. A solution for all your worries when it comes to towels. Not that you had that much worry about them in the first place, but still, we all take a Pareto improvement if we can get one, don't we? Only one problem, it's not. It's only when we forget about the variable towel experience and soaking performance that we get the perfect solution. The microfiber towel. It's a towel. It's microfiber. Basically like the cleaning rags you probably use already. Or your sporty shirt for whenever things get well sporty. They are small. And that's the main advantage. They aren't as thick. Far from it. They soak up water, just like a traditional towel, but without drying for 2 days afterward, without weighing 3 kilograms afterward. Another neat thing, because they are so small in volume, you can rinse them easily after you use them, even the big ones. And if you have a radiator at hand, they are completely dry within hours, and therefore don't begin to mold in your backpack, also causing everything else in your backpack not only to smell like, well, stuff that was still and probably won't dry up anytime soon. Because hint, if traveling or just in general, most people shower daily or use their towels daily to wash their face. Small calculation. If you wet your towel daily by washing your kitchen stuff, your hands, your thing called body, and your towel dry time is also 1 day or even longer, then your towel is wet all the time. Therefore, well, never dries. Therefore, almost ideal for bacterial growth, causing bacterial growth and smell due to former. After research and seeing it firsthand, you will be convinced, so was I, and therefore bought my first microfiber towel at sports and travel store Decathlon. Or Decathlon, or whatever you pronounce it, in Britain where the store is originally from. They have this product line of microfiber towels in almost all sizes, colors, and also different variants. They got some even with the classic terry cloth, but also microfiber for everyone not fully committing to suffering from terry cloth withdrawal every time they use a shower. But it's like with everything in life. It takes a small time to get used to, and once you are used to it, you just don't care anymore. My first step into the newly discovered towel world was this one. Swimming microfiber towel size S, which is 42 times 55 centimeters, and it was blue. It's this here. You can see it on a blog and in the video. Or probably not in the podcast. Used it and wasn't fully convinced. Didn't like the color after a while anymore. Also, it was pretty small for the intended all-in-one towel. Also for showering when traveling for the toiletry bag. After buying all the other ones then, tried using it as a kitchen towel or camping towel. Or kitchen towel while camping, and for this purpose it's a little bit too fragile, depending on how hard you are on your dishes. But also, I just didn't wanna ruin it, since although only was a few bucks, it already seemed so valuable to me with its small rubber band. But once I began to realize the full potential of these towels, I began to think big. Dude, Decathlon towel expert on the rise. What if I didn't try to towel starve myself with size S, which indeed is pretty small? I needed it for showering. I previously invented drying myself up without a towel. It consisted of shaking the water off of yourself, especially off of the hair, also just wiping it off of your skin and hair with your hands, then using your shirt to make some wind in front of yourself by waving it up and down, creating a small wind machine effectively, and also accepting to freeze a little bit, since you probably aren't completely dry after drying yourself. Which, disclaimer, you probably also aren't with a full-size traditional towel. My big master plan. Buy the M version, which spreads M 65 centimeters times 90 centimeters. The full title of these towels is Swimming Microfiber Towel Size M 65 centimeters times 90 centimeters, and the color I got is a dark gray. And use it as all-round towel. Basically, my thinking was this. What is the one size and color I would get to replace all my towels with a single one, or with a single size, using it for washing my hands, face, and for showering, for hygiene purposes basically, and for going to the beach. Size M. Size S was too small and L was too big when folded up, because it had to fit into my super duper new toiletry bag, also from Decathlon, therefore also similar colors. It's dark gray with a little bit of light brown, and it's called 4-class toiletry bag or something like that, but I didn't find it on the Decathlon store anymore, which is weird because I only bought it like a few months ago. Completely eradicating the need for extra towel space in any suitcase or backpack ever again with this toiletry bag. And maybe also a towel that just would sit in my everyday carry backpack, also whenever not traveling, basically one towel to rule them all. So this is the one I got. First, I got 1, then I got 2, then 5, allowing myself to... So here we have the towel, which is actually a slideshow, but it's not sliding right now. So, I have embedded a slideshow of the towel here. You can see, it's dark. It has orange stitches around it, and the Nabaji logo or cover art or whatever it is called, and there is this neat rubber band. If you fold it up correctly, you just take the rubber band and put it around it, and it's packed, and that's just so genius. Nabaji size M is this one. Then 5 times, allowing myself to think even bigger than before. Therefore, buying more. First I thought only one. One is enough. Probably a little bit influenced by my previous thoughts. Also, showering without a towel. Also, minimalism. Why grey or black? Because monochrome everything is the way to go. You don't need to think about colors anymore. Just buy everything in black and therefore create a unified color experience for all your stuff. Because black is basically the color you can get for all of your stuff. Most of the time. Create contrast for all the colors in your life, making colors pop more. Therefore, your stuff is great for photos and videos of it. Using it as background for shooting video or photo. More stain-proof due to not seeing them apart from being white, because them not being stains but toothpaste. Thought bigger than ever. But what about the beach? I first wanted to get a special variant in L. Because let's face it, the M is a little bit too small for the beach. For actually lying on the sand and not getting the sand into everything and onto the towel. But I resisted. But wanted to cover the beach scenario still. Therefore, I also got the swimming microfiber towel size L 80 centimeters times 100 centimeters. In black also again. But also the S variant, swimming microfiber towel, S 45 times 55 centimeters, also in dark gray, because I first tried the S variant as my one-size-fits-all solution, remembered it wrong. Above. The black size S was the first after the size S in blue, then 2 times black size S, then 2 times size M. But as I realized, I wanted to replace all my towels, also when not traveling, therefore using 1 to 2 towels a week of each type and also doing laundry once a week. I leveled up even more. Got first 1, then 2 of these. The XL ones, which are 110 centimeters times 175 centimeters. Because I realized I also wanted to use it as decoration, maybe for covering up stuff, or quite simply as a background for video on the go, for example. And at home, which I have already used and still am using, but also I wanted to have a complete set, which is probably not the most rational thing ever, but hey, in the end I still got the complete set of 5 times S, 5 times M, 2 times L, 2 times XL. Extra large. Complete not so minimalistic Nabaji towel set anymore. For easy counting and stuff, wanted either 1, 2, 5 or 10 as numbers, not only with towels. Makes life just so much easier. Buffers me that I don't have 5 of each, but I simply don't need 5 L and XL because of the different use case. Made a kit with all towels of mine, so here you can see them. I also added them in the different sizes I have, so all my Decathlon Nabaji towels. Kit is actually a site that lets you put together random lists of links on the internet and display them on there, and I just put them all together in one place. Now, what do I use after all of this? At home, I find myself using the M size as a hand towel and a second one for showering each week. Therefore, I got 2 of these in my weekly laundry. In my always ready to go toiletry bag, I got the S version, but sometimes replace it with the M version. Also, if you got multiple size M with you, you can just use 2 of these at the beach. Or when sunbathing. And using the towels to protect you from the grass and the stuff crawling there and also on your skin when the towel doesn't cover enough ground. Which was also a factor nudging me into abandoning the M-fits-all theory and opting for the L and then the XL. To sum it up, M is big enough for daily showering, about the laundry volume of a shirt. So nice, dries up very quickly. Also nice for a shower towel in general. Because the thing is, shower towels usually don't dry within a day, also at home. Also, let's just mention the fact the rubber band included is freaking genius. 2 on both sides would be even better for using them for other stuff, like as background. The one fits all is the size M. The minimalistic choice, the S. But that's not the most convenient choice, because let's face it, with the S you also have to use the old towelless drying again.